everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. Wednesday, January 25th, 2023. It's already a beautiful, lovely day. Hey, listen, I know this is not a live stream, but here's the situation with regard to the live streams I was doing. It appears that most people don't like them. Now, with that said, I have not forgotten about those of you who do like the live streams. So what I'm going to do here, maybe a little crazy, but that's just how I am. I'm going to record these videos as I used to do. In other words, going back to the old platform. Like I said, most people seem to like this better. I would do these pre-market and post-market, but at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which would be 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I am going to do a live stream. It seems the issue with the live stream, or at least part of it, was people keep missing them. So now you know when I'm going to do it. So I'm going to do like a midday commodities report, kind of like talk about what's happening. And I'm going to take some questions every business day, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So just put that on your calendar. We can all get involved in this. So I don't have any idea how long they're going to be. I'll just kind of go with the flow. Now with that, there's just so much I can do. So I'm going to be eliminating the shorts. I can't do all of this. There's just not enough time in the day. So pre-market report, post-market report are going to be like this. Old platform. However, again, I'm not forgetting about those of you that like the live stream. You're going to get a live stream with the Q&A as well. At the end, we're going to do a Q&A, and I think this way we can make everyone happy here. All right, now, people, with that said, I hope this works out here. Let's move forward here. Let's talk about what's happening here in the market. Right now, stock futures are lower across the board. Nothing dramatic, but lower nonetheless. But look back on this entire month. It's been a hell of a month, or a heck of a month, depending on how you want to word it. Okay, market maybe should give back a little bit. I spoke about this recently. I'm not saying we're about to do that either. If you look at the drivers of this market here, there's nothing going on other than the illusion of stability. Absolutely, you got a 10-year yield pretty much rock solid. Bond yields globally not doing too much. The relative dollar strength, slightly higher this morning. Crude oil under a little pressure this morning. Also under pressure this morning. You got Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies under some pressure, gold and silver under some pressure. Let's see how this plays out today. We had this panic buying spree with regard to tech recently. Okay, so tech is going to probably weigh on this, but are we going to see another resurgence of the mystery buyer? There's a big mystery out here. Who's buying all this? I think we all know who it is. Look, it's central banks. In this case, it's the Fed. They have a trading desk, and they don't play in front of it. They don't frolic around in front of it. No, they actually use this thing. And not only are central banks and the Fed buying all the debt, they're buying it all. They're also buying the stock market here. There's no reality here anymore. It's a 100% managed market, just the same as you would see in a piss poor freaking third world nation trying to make their mark on the global stage here with regard to their markets, and it's just fakery across the board. Now, with that said, I want to cover a whole bunch of things with you. So, obviously, we have a series of different crises going on at the same time. Now, we have a cost of living crisis. I think this is pretty evident. It's been going on for a while now. So this is the newest news. This is from the Bureau of Nonsense and Crap, the BLS here. So this the cost of living continues to rise, and according to the BLS, this is not going to change anytime soon, as they expect. Let me get the wording right. the prices for goods to remain elevated for a sustained period of time. Now, I really believe that requires not just one duh, but two at least duh. They really think that you and I are stupid. No. You and I have been light years ahead of the curve on this. We're going to stay light years ahead of the curve on this. And, we don't need any of these organizations here to tell us what we already know. But, in case you didn't know, that's what they have to say. So moving forward here, this is something else that's going on. And again, no surprise to you, me, or anyone else who follows this blog. More major corporations and even smaller ones are planning on more layoffs moving forward to boost their bottom line as the cost of raw materials continues to rise. So let's see. I'm laughing. I shouldn't be laughing here. So what we have here is, let's see, the narrative of transitory is gone. The inflation, the narrative of temporary is gone. Even the narrative of peaking is gone. So now we've established that prices are going to continue to rise from here until who knows when. And then it's not going to stop, because what's going to happen here? Central banks are going to continue to inflate. Now it gets even better than that. Let me play off of that real quick. Going off of the cost of raw materials continuing to rise here. So higher production costs continue to be passed on to you, the lovely consumer, who always gets, the short end of the stick here, quite obviously. Now, here's another thing I addressed yesterday, but it's getting more attention. And I don't know what we can do about this. And if you could come up with an idea, I will get behind it 100%. So we understand that we just sent another large weapons package to Ukraine, $2.5 billion on top of the billions and billions and billions the tens of billions that we've already sent. Going to be in the hundreds of billions, going to be in the trillions as this war expands, and it's going to. So we got more talk here of larger weapons packages for Ukraine. Okay, along with these over $6 million a piece of Abrams battle tanks, a significant number of these. This is what our lawmakers want to make happen here. You see, you have to understand, why is this going on? Again, it's the mechanism. We don't have the money. We're broke. The United States completely destitute. We're just like every other developed nation in this world. But the central banks are willing to fund anything, because they are the ones that fund every single war. What do they say? Every war is a banker's war. That's 100% true. Fact. If we did not have, just real quick, let me throw this out here, a fiat monetary system or a debt-based system, we would not be able to conjure cash out of thin air to fight wars. Just let me put this into perspective for you. Our forefathers, those that built this nation, why is it? What's one of the key factors as to why they wanted a commodity-backed currency? Because it would restrain spending and vastly, in fact, it would probably eliminate war. How could you fight war when you're restrained to spend? Now, with this fiat monetary system, with this debt-based model that demands that cash be pulled into existence from nothing, the mechanism is that war must be propagated and expanded upon. And this whole mechanism right now with central banks pushing the world over a cliff, over a fiscal financial cliff, to bring us into forget about regional wars. We're talking about a much wider war, more than likely a world war. I was talking to Gerald Salente, your friend and mine, just briefly in an email. And I said, Gerald, you and I really do seem to be on the same page here. We see what they're doing. And I think most of you here who follow this blog understand what's happening. War. They're pushing us into a war, a global war. They're killing the economy, and they're determined to wipe out a large percent of this population. How do they do that? With war. But where's the uproar? Where's the revolt? Where's the revolution? I want to know, really, because according to this, what we have done, okay, we've allowed this to happen, is our so-called policymakers that are supposed to care about us now talking about larger weapons packages for Ukraine here. for which you and I never voted on. I would be willing to that most of you haven't voted on. This is going to encompass the world, your children, you personally. So if you think just for a nanosecond that, oh, we have to send weapons and bigger weapons packages to Ukraine because that's going to prevent war, some of you do have that mentality, and I've heard from you. Oh, Greg, why are you speaking out against this war? Well, I am pro-peace, okay, in every way you can think of, but we're not going to get that here when you have a system that is designed to bring you to war, to bring us all to war, and that's what they're doing here. Don't you see? I hope you see that. Those of you that are under the delusion, oh, you want to have someone else fight the war too. How about if you back the war, why don't you go enlist or go over there and start fighting for the cause, or out of your own pocket start funding it too? But no, you won't do that, will you? No, of course you won't. Anyway, that's the situation we have here, people. It's so twisted. So just in summary real quick, we got a market that looks like it's going to start, trading in the negative this morning. Dow futures are pointing towards an almost 300-point drop at the open here, but the drivers of the market remain stable. All right, that's what we need to focus on. You all know that. Everything is kind of under pressure this morning, and we'll see how that plays out moving forward. Anyway, I do want to hear from you. What do you think about this cost of living crisis, the narrative change with regard to inflation? According to the BLS, we're in the middle of a sustained period of higher prices, not going to stop. More layoffs coming down the pike. How does this sound to you? Kind of exactly what you and I would have expected. We were talking about this since forever now. Higher production costs being passed on to consumers here. More weapons for Ukraine. Do you back it? I want to know if you do. And if you say you do, are you willing to fund this yourself? Are you willing to go there and fight this war yourself? No, you're not. I don't care what you say. You want someone else to fight the war for you. All right, look, with that said, people, look, I'm going to end this video. Don't forget, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is screwing me up. It's kind of early here. I'm going to do a live stream. I'm going to do a midday report and a commodities report, and I'm going to take your questions as well. So we're going to make this happen. I'm trying to make everyone happy here, all right? And I hope this new platform, now look, I'm tweaking this. I'm trying to make it work, is something that has value to all of you. Otherwise, there's no point in doing any of this stuff, all right? This guy here loves you a lot. Please hit that like button, a thumbs up, and share this video. Get it out there. I'll see all of you later. And, at 10 a.m. or 1 p.m., depending on where you are. I'll see you later.